There's a religious mindset that comes to fasting, and just wanted to hear your take because we know other religions, right? Like they do fasting, but there's something very sacred and something that sets apart when we are fasting with Jesus, when we're fasting with the intention of, surrendering ourselves to the Holy Spirit. So, like, what does that look like from your experience of just, creating this pattern of in this lifestyle of fasting and just seeing like there's a very distinct difference between the fasting with Jesus and the other, ways the world tries to do fasting.
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of times fasting has been looked at as we're doing something to get something from God. And we're doing it because there's an exchange we want to happen. We're giving him this, so we expect him to give us that. Or we're trying to, through our works, gain something. And that's religion. That's a spirit of religion. That's actually not Jesus. Um, what I want to introduce is this fasting for fire, and fasting just to go deeper in intimacy is this responding to this invitation to grow closer with Jesus and to build our spirit man up, because we can actually do that. And so the other reason I feel fasting is really valuable, if I can just dive in here, Sydney, is it prepares us for the incoming persecution. If we can train our spirits, self-control, train our bodies, it literally will help prepare us to withstand persecution when it increases. And there's a way that we can train our spirit man. If the glory's coming, revival's coming, it's going to increase. If we're not prepared, even those beautiful things will crush us. We have to be full of the oil. And for me, fasting is simply about being full of the oil of intimacy. So when it's time to step into a breakthrough, when it's time to go and see the bridegroom, when it's time to pray for deliverance, when it's time to partner with what God's doing, I'm ready. And when persecution comes knocking at my door, I've already trained my body to be without. If I get in prison, like that could happen. It's happening in other nations. There's people are being martyred. Can I train myself now so when any of these things come, I would be prepared to stand with Christ? And so I do feel like fasting is important, is needed for not only equipping and training, but then, more than anything, just to be full of the oil of intimacy with Jesus.